best side hustle that nobody is really talking about that you can do today, and all of these are recession proof. Most of them are free to start. It's Raina Ray, and I educate you on how to grow your business through content creation and social media, while also providing you with some side hustles and ways to double your finances on social media. Oh, and be sure that you stay to the end of the video because I have literally so many good gems to drop today, and I hope you all pick them up. Do not let those gems stay down there. Pick those up. Be sure to stay to the end because I have so many good tips in this video that's going to help you maximize your already existing income. The first side hustle is bookkeepers. We're going to always need bookkeepers. I've even stated this in the past. We're gonna always, and I mean always, need bookkeepers. Bookkeepers is something that most businesses need in order to help balance their books, keep up with their expenses, and just overall knowing what their financial status and things look like. You know, it's a progress tracker, for instance. Now, recession or not, businesses are going to always, and I mean always, need bookkeepers and accountants, as I always mention. Pay taxes and keep track of finances. We all know when you do not record keep and bookkeep your expenses and documenting all of that stuff down, and mileage and fancy restaurants that you took your future partners and etc. to. These are all write-offs, and so when you have a bookkeeper, these are the people that will help you pay. Look, for 2020, this is all of your expenses. So bookkeepers is always going to be around. I foresee that industry just literally not going anywhere. Now, while accountants may work mostly full-time, their position is just a little more intense. Bookkeepers offer, part-time or even full-time. You are working on your own schedule, but you're so highly needed where you can afford to do that. Making this a very viable business for most people. When you start a bookkeeping business, you do not have to worry about not getting work. You're always going to have someone that's in need of you. And over the last few years, bookkeepers have now made this more of a virtual space for them. They can now offer bookkeeping services virtually, which I think is so cool. If you're a stay-at-home mom, you can be a bookkeeper. You can be at home with your kids, and then you can have your services and do everything from home. So like I said, bookkeeping is a very viable business. Now, the second recession-proof business, if you're not familiar with it, I don't know, you might have been under a rock, but this is such a viable business, and it is so high in demand right now. Ever since, the pandemic happened, many businesses realized that, hey, we have to do things virtually. And so now this is the perfect time to start a virtual assistant side hustle. You don't have to do it full time. You don't have to make it your overall everyday thing. Like I said, virtual assisting is such a good industry and business to start because it literally is on your own time. And so what I tell most people, when you are going to be a virtual assistant, you have the right to set your hours, it makes you so flexible. And so if you want to take a vacation, you got your laptop, your phone, that is literally all that you need. And most of us have that already, making it more so on the free side. Of course, if you look to go to LLCs and, really up your game with your virtual assisting business, then yeah, you're going to have to put some money in there. Literally most businesses are not ever really free to get started. It all comes down to following the proper guidelines in order to start that business. You're gonna have to always put money in. I know most people say, hey, it's free to get started, which in most cases it is, but if you take your business to the next level, then you're gonna have to spend some money. So it is what it is. So yeah, don't go into business thinking that it's gonna be free. It's not. But it is so low cost to start because most of us have a cell phone and a laptop. If you don't have a laptop, then hey, you have a cell phone. You can do as much stuff on your cell phone as you can a laptop. Now, virtual assistants, they are not going anywhere. So you might as well get used to them because at the end of the day, most businesses need to delegate tasks, and that's where virtual assistants come in. And so a lot of times when business owners are more so on the creative side, they find themselves needing help with, Canva, or I need someone to help, reach out to my customers, my existing customers. Whatever the case is, it is someone there to fulfill that. If you're a business, that is. So most of the times when you are a virtual assistant, you are going to find yourself, doing general admin. It's just so many things that you can do as a virtual assistant. I literally cannot name everything right here, or else we'll be here all day if I told you all of the different things that you can offer as a virtual assistant. But at the end of the day, you have to pull within yourself and see, okay, what am I good at? Don't put your weaknesses in there. Go after your strengths. If you find yourself being a very good graphic designer, then offer that as a virtual assistant service to a business that needs logos, or needs flyers, or website design. Whatever the case is, the slope is literally so slippery you can fall down and find things and pick up and go. It is literally that awesome. Now, not only do businesses save money when they hire virtual assistants, because it's more so on an independent contractor level, so they don't have to pay for like health benefits and all that extra stuff that some businesses have to pay their true employees. And most of the time, they just need tasks delegated, and you can help them with that if you have those skills. And then on the virtual assistant side, you being the VA, if you're working with the client and they have a whole host of things that they need done, have them give it to you beforehand so you can literally complete it. And then before you know it, it's like, okay, I could plan to have this all done by Friday, and I can have my weekend off. And then, like, say if they give you tasks for the month, maybe to you it only take a week or less, and then so you have the rest of that month to do whatever you want to do, And so it's just really about how you position yourself in order to be successful in a virtual assistant role or operating a business. It is really not hard. Do your research, but it is such a good viable business, especially now. Most businesses and small businesses are so in need. They even need people just to post for them. Like, it is literally like that intense. So now this is for my men out there, okay? Another viable business, another great side hustle. Number 3 to start is to be a handyman. No matter what the situation is, homeowners or property managers, they're going to need to know you. Being a handyman is so viable because people always need something done around the house, or I have a duplex or whatever. Like, I don't personally have one, but if you have property, then you could literally like have a handyman that you hire consistently to help complete tasks, maintenance thing. And so being a handyman is a very good side hustle to have. You have some handyman who are literally eating, and they should be flexing, right? But they choose not to. They keep it low key, and I like that. But handyman is a very good viable business. Handyman is a viable business that some of you who are very mechanical and know how to do things, you should be looking to start this business. It is also low cost depending on what you're doing. You can have you a set of tools. It just literally all depends. There's so much that go into it. It depends on like what area that you are good at servicing. So this is a slippery slope at the end of the day, but it is such a good business to start if you are a person that is very mechanical. If you know how to fix garbage disposals, these are all things that people need help with, and the average person do not know how to fix it. Some do, some people are very quick on catching on, but you can still come in and ease that pain of just all what comes with the house, right? You can be the one to help them. The 4th side hustle that you should be starting, that is such a good lucrative thing to do, is to be a DoorDasher, a grocery store deliverer. Just get out there in the gig society. It is such a good society to be in. For those of you who want to create your own hours and don't have to deal with somebody breathing down your neck, even if you do not want to work remotely, you can go out there and be a DoorDasher or deliver groceries, Instacart. And the good thing is you get to drive all day and you get to go to stores. I mean, hey, pick up food. I mean, if you like to do that, you can make some good passive income doing that, and get out there, get involved. You have some people literally here on YouTube that talk about all like the different deliveries that they do and like how much they make, and just it is such a good industry for those of you who want to be more so, out in the wind, getting air, living life, and this is so awesome for you to do. So if you have a car that runs, that is literally all you need, in your cell phone, that is all you need to get started. Download that app, get to delivering, okay? And get out there in peak hours. They make more money in peak hours. Get out there and do that. I know so many people who are in the gig society who are doing DoorDashing and Instacart, and they are literally making some really good passive income. So you can do it too. Get started. And I literally feel like the DoorDashing and grocery store delivering and Instacart and stuff, all this stuff is literally so easy to start. It is literally so easy to start. As long as you have a cell phone and a car, you're good. If you live in a very busy city and if you have a bike, you can even do a bike delivery, or some people, I think, even walk. I mean, it depends on where you're at. Don't quote me on that one, but I know like it is levels to it, depending on your location, of course. The last tip, this is for my pet lovers. Be a pet caregiver. This does so well because people, literally, it does not matter. People are always going to spend money on their pets. Their pets are their babies, so they're going to be sure to always make sure they pets have what they need. Okay, we love our pets, and so if you have just a special care in you, you know how to get dogs to love you, and you know the basics of dog caring, then be sure to be a pet caregiver. It is very recession proof because when people have things to do, they want a place to take their dogs if they cannot have someone watch it, and that's where you come in. And statistics show literally more than 90 million people own pets. You know how big that bag can possibly be if you do it right? That is literally about 70% of households. Okay, that is a lot. Those are a lot of households that you can target. And this has really been growing gradually over the years. I mean, you know, ever since a lot of different things have been changing and people are getting more schedules. And even though people are working a lot more virtually these days, they still want something to do with their pets. You know, some people do. So be sure to reach out to those people. And the pet care industry is pretty doggone recession proof. You get it? Doggone? Yeah, doggone. Like, it's pretty doggone recession proof. We love our pets. It is recession proof. Be sure to get out there and help be a caregiver for a pet. Start a business, offer that service, and let it stack up. Now, on to my pro tip of the day. Be sure to dig within yourself. Make a list of at least 5 different businesses, even some of the ones I mentioned today. But if you don't see yourself doing that, if you don't see yourself starting those businesses, then dig deep. Figure out what it is that you really enjoy doing. Make sure it doesn't feel too much like work, and make it your side hustle. If you literally just want to do graphic design all day, or you want to do it part-time, then be sure to start a business around that. Do it. You know, dig within yourself. Even if I didn't list it, it is still something to think about. Or if you have other ideas that, you know, interest you, there's so many side hustles out there that you can do today and really be good at it. And if you want to work from home, if you can't find a job that you're happy with, then create your own. You know, start what you may want to do some market research, see if it's a gap there, fulfill that gap, and then boom, you're in business. It's that easy, right? No, it's not, but hypothetically speaking, you can start. Okay, it's not that hard to start. We learn as we go. And that is my pro tip of the day, and I hope you all enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And like I said, do not let these gems go over your head. Be sure to do these things if it's something that you found interesting from what I listed. And if you want to see more videos like this, be sure to give it a thumbs up and share it to that person that feels uninspired, and let them know. Start the business, sis. What are you waiting on? What are you waiting on? Get started today. Whatever it is. And I hope you all like this video. I'm outie.